Keegan, what about that win is so special to you, the way it went?
I think the whole game, I feel like we're in control in a way from start to finish, and obviously they're a very good team, and we're down a guy, one of arguably our best player, and I think just collectively, just everything that we've been through in December to now is just 360. So that was a huge win.
You've obviously seen Sabonis have a lot of rebounds in a lot of games before, but for him to have a career-high 28, what does that do for you guys?
It was big just because who they have down low with Cornette and Porzingis, just their length, their size. He helped them not get second chance opportunities, especially on their threes because they shoot a lot of threes, long rebounds, and the fact that we held them to a limited amount helped us get out in transition.
You guys have all answered plenty of questions about the vibes with Doug now and how things have sort of flipped, but how do you channel what's been good early on in his time as coach and make that sustainable for the long haul?
Just keep our confidence up. He's a coach that instills confidence in every player, whether you make a mistake, whether you don't, or whether you make a good play, things like that. He's going to stay confident in you to keep shooting the ball, to keep running the floor, to keep defending, things like that. So I think with that, the rest of the year, that's huge for us and our confidence going forward.
So the Celtics' whole thing is they usually take more threes than the opponent. They want to get like a big advantage there, and you took a lot more threes than them tonight. Yeah. Defensively, what was the key for you guys limiting those attempts for them?
To close down their airspace. We know they, at a historic rate, get up 30 catch-and-shoot threes a game, 50 threes on average. So if we were able to, on the catch, get up in their space and either have them try and bounce it to look, because that lowers their percentage a little bit on threes. So that was our goal and our game plan going into it.
And I have Keegan questions. I know he wasn't a huge part of tonight's win, but these last few weeks, how have you seen just the kind of steadiness of the role that he's had generally affect the way he carries himself day to day?
Yeah, he's super even-keeled guy. He's on the court. He's able to affect the game in many ways, whether he's having a good offensive game or not. Defensively, he's able to get his hands on the ball and just affect the game that way with his deflection. So it's been cool to see his growth, undrafted, because I was in the same class as him, just being undrafted to now playing an impact and starting and excelling at his position.
You know, when he was trying to fight for a role, I think maybe defensive consistency and discipline was a big part of it. And now you're seeing he's super active, but he doesn't tend to get himself like kind of caught out or in trouble, especially as a teammate who would have to cover for him if he made a mistake. How do you feel like he's doing with that now?
He's good. I mean, he hasn't fouled out at any games. I feel like he plays smart in a way. So with him, I feel like he's one of the best on-ball defenders in the league. And with his activity and his high level of activity just helps our team. So.
Externally, the conversation around you guys had been a lot about depth and you guys needing more depth. With Devin coming on now and giving you guys a spark, particularly early in the fourth quarter, just what is his dynamic given? I mean, he's not the tallest guy, but he can guard, seems like he can guard bigger guys than him. Yeah. What does that dynamic of length and athleticism do for you guys off the bench?
It helps a lot just because we knew when he came back he would have an impact, especially defensively. And then when he's knocking down shots, that's a plus. So, I mean, he's got a long wingspan, so he's able to get rebounds. He's able to rebound really well at his size, and that just helps Domas on the boards, me on the boards, Trey, things like that. So he's had a really good impact on our team so far, and I'm excited to see him.
Do you communicate with him about, sort of what it's like being a rookie in the league? I know you're not too far removed from that. Like what it takes to be in the right mind space to contribute early in your NBA career.
I mean, I think he's one of the more confident rookies that I've seen step foot. And I've talked to our older guys, and they all say he's one of the more confident rookies that they've seen. So he has no issues or anything like that guarding the other team's best player, and that's big as a rookie stepping in.